Hey everybody, Russ here, and it's Tuesday again. So you know what that means, Q&A Tuesday. And if you don't know what Q&A Tuesday is, that's when we get together as a big happy family and solve each other's problems, because it needs to be done. Our first question for Q&A Tuesday comes from Jordan. Hey Jordan. And he says, "Hi Russ, my name is Jordan." Hi Jordan again. "So I came out to my friends and family a little over a year ago now. Congratulations. Always say congratulations to someone once they come out. Big deal. And recently I've been thinking about joining the Coast Guard." Cool, that's awesome. "I know that this is a big decision, so I wanted to get some opinions from my family. As I had hoped, they assured me that they would support my decision no matter what, but they are scared what might happen to me as a gay man in the military and getting through boot camp. I was just wondering if you felt/feel comfortable being gay in the military, how you told the people you work with, and if you have ever had any problems at boot camp or even now. Thank you so much. I'm a huge fan." Now, as you know, yes, I am actually out of the military now. I EAS'd, I did my 4 years contract, and I got out, and now I'm doing civilian life, which I do enjoy. But while I was in, I was gay in the military, obviously, and I only ever got positive kind of feedback from the people I told. And that's generally what it's like in the military. People think that the military is this, big strapping, da-da-da, manly man, don't like gays because that's the stereotype, whatever. It's completely not true. And I think in all honesty, actually I know in all honesty that I received so much more support from the people that were in the military, my friends and stuff, than I did in actual civilian life. Because I think once you're actually in the military, you kind of realize that being gay, your color of your skin, your religion, all that stuff doesn't matter, because you actually kind of experience more of life. It's not the same as civilian life where that's kind of that's all you really have to worry about, or that's the only kind of negativity you'll receive, is because I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like civilians don't understand what the big picture is, the fact that you can go to combat and your friends die and stuff like that. A lot of them haven't experienced something that's so horrible. So they, and the people in the military kind of understand more that just you guys sitting there hanging out in a barracks room, or you guys just going out and getting a beer, just the fact that you guys are all still alive and that's just very important. So everything else doesn't matter. I'm not saying that people aren't going to make fun of you. They're going to. But it's all out of fun. I've been made fun of for being gay in the military. I've been made fun of all sorts of stuff, but it's all joking. And just I made fun of people for other things, but I never actually meant it, nor did they. It's just kind of how the military mindset is. You just joke around a lot. So yes, you're going to get they're gonna take shots at you and say funny stuff, but it's all out of fun. It's all just joking. So so you just kind of got to take it like that. And if you do feel uncomfortable with people saying things like that towards you, even in a joking manner, just tell them and they'll stop. It's all whatever. As far as boot camp goes, being gay in boot camp is not even relatively an issue. It's not. You don't. When you're in boot camp, you have so many things to do, so many things to worry about. Your stress level's gonna go crazy because that's just how it is. That's how they make it. They want you stressed, they want you worked up, they want you just constantly learning new things, constantly working out and doing all these things. So being gay, you don't even think about it. You don't think about your own sexuality when you're in boot camp, just like all the other guys don't think about girls or anything else. It's all your sole purpose for being there is to become a member of the military, and it is a it's a process. You have to become that person. You can't just take a civilian out of off the streets and throw him into a job in the military. You can't do it. You have to become a military person, and it is a long and very rigorous process. So get ready for that. Prepare for that. Don't worry about being gay in the military when you're in boot camp. Don't worry about anything like that. Just worry about becoming that person that you need to become in order to be in the Marines, the Army, the Coast Guard, anything like that. You have to focus all of your efforts and all of your energy on that. So I didn't come out when I was in boot camp. And when I hit the fleet, I was immediately going to be sent to Afghanistan. So I didn't worry about like coming out or anything when I first hit the fleet. I was worried about training. What do I have to learn? How do I, get all the skills that I need to get in order to survive in Afghanistan? That's what I worried about. So in all honesty, like my sexuality, all that stuff didn't matter to me in boot camp. It didn't even occur to me like anytime when I was in, trainings going to Afghanistan, and then I got to Afghanistan. Clearly, I didn't care about it then. I was just worried about, doing everything I had to do and kind of like doing the missions, doing everything I needed to do, going on patrols, all that stuff when I was there. I worried about like my friends, like making sure everyone stayed alive every day. That's what you worry about. When I got back from Afghanistan, everything kind of cooled down. There wasn't so much training. There wasn't so much it wasn't so fast paced. I mean, yes, obviously there's still field ops, there's still stuff I had to do, but it was a lot more relaxed because we weren't about to be pushed out to the sands of Afghanistan. Once that happened, once I got to that point, then I started deciding to come out and stuff like that. The way I did it is I just told some guys in my platoon and just got some really good feedback. Got a lot of good responses. By then, like I said, we had already been to boot camp together. We've already went to Afghanistan together, so we were very close, very close. And you'll get that way with your the service members that you interact with day to day. You guys are going to be closer than you could ever imagine me closer to anybody else. Even now, I'm out of the military, but I still wonder what are my friends doing that were in with me? I talk to them still nowadays. I text them and all that stuff. So that bond that you get when you're in the service and you're fighting side by side with somebody, something like being gay doesn't matter. And it's hard to tell somebody who's a civilian that because they don't really believe you. They're like, oh, okay, whatever. It always matters. Being gay always matters. No, it doesn't matter. That stuff could not mean any less. So once you do, like I said, put all your efforts on boot camp. Put all your efforts on, what is important for your job because you are a military person. Everything else takes back burner. And it's kind of weird to say that, but it's so true. So once you, kind of establish yourself, once you become that person you want to be, the military person you want to be, then worry about coming out. And, it took me to actually start dating while I was in before I started coming out because it was a whole process of I didn't want to lie to my friends, because I was going on dates with guys and I didn't want to lie to them about where I was, what I was doing, to make up stories and stuff like that. So I just decided to come out. And that was solely because I didn't want to lie to the people that I grew so close to because you tell them everything and they will tell you everything and there's no secrets when you're in the military. So I would say my personal experience was great. I didn't get anything bad. Nothing ever happened to me. I didn't get beat up or anything like that. I mean, yeah, sure, people who you don't directly work with, who don't really see it day to day, they might, say something or something they don't understand or just a general shocked reaction and stuff like that. But when it's people that you are actually working with, the people you actually care what they think, they won't mind. They don't care. They're awesome. Being a military person is like having 1,000 brothers or 1,000 sisters or whatever. You guys are so close to your family, and that's just how it is. So in response to that, coming out in the military is not hard. It's not. It might be an internal struggle, but as far as everyone else is concerned, you're still you. You're still that person that they fought with and that they've been to boot camp with and all that stuff. That's fine. And if you're worried about getting hard-ons in the shower at boot camp, trust me, you are not going to be in the mood or in any type of state of mind where you're thinking about sex or any sexual thing, trust me. Like I said, because it's all very stressful. I don't want to scare you away from being from joining the military or being afraid because oh my God, he said that boot camp's so hard and stuff like that. You have to expect that. If you don't expect your boot camp or anything to be one of the hardest things you've ever done in your life, then you need to mentally prepare more for going to boot camp and doing all that stuff because it's going to be. And it's just a crazy experience and you just have to do it to understand it. But like I said, if you had been through it, you know what I'm talking about when I say you're not going to worry about sex. You're not going to get a hard on during boot camp. You're not even going to think about anything like that. until like you're done and it's all over, and then you can kind of like graduation day or whatever, and you can sit there and all right, I did that. What's the next step? You know, like, so like I said, being gay in boot camp, it's not a thing. Coming out to your military brethren and or sisters, what is the sister version of sisterin? What is that? Is brethren? I don't know. Anyway, coming out to your friends and family and all that stuff, it's not hard when you're in the military. It's really not. Okay, so that's all the time we have on Q&A Tuesday. I know it was only one, but I feel like I kind of went really far in that one and kind of over-explained a lot and talked too much. But so, yeah, next week there'll be more, obviously. And as soon as my video software stuff stops messing up, because it's been glitching a lot lately, I will do more videos than just Q&A Tuesdays. But the software I need to make those other videos is currently going crazy. So I'm trying to get it fixed, trying to get all that stuff done. But like I said, hopefully I can get more than just Q&A Tuesdays up on here. But anyway, next week, obviously there's a Q&A Tuesday, and if I can get that software thing to start working, I will do more videos than just Q&A Tuesdays. That will be later this week. If you have a question for Q&A Tuesday, just email me at russmarine2014@gmail.com and put Q&A Tuesday in the subject so I know it's okay to say on here, and give me a name to say if you don't want me to say your real name, or just give me an alias or whatever you want. It's all good. So, if you have a question, email me, and yeah, more Q&A Tuesdays to come, and hopefully other videos, and I will see you guys next Tuesday for sure, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Alright, bye!